Opening music redacted due to copyright.
Buckle up your pant legs, zip up your hats, plaid up your vestments, and frost up your tips. It's a time. Whoa! It's a time for Sounds About Light, an Italian podcast about Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm Sam.
I'm Drew.
Mamma mia! We have watched Frozen to try to beat the heat. It's summertime. We're in Italy, I guess.
I wish Elsa would shoot my heart with magic. Cool me down a little bit.
Do you? Oh, for cold reasons.
Yeah, for cold reasons.
Okay, I thought you were saying you wanted her to kill you.
Well, I might die, but I'd be comfortable first, I think. So that sounds good.
They do say that about hypothermia.
Yeah.
Do we need to talk about what we've been up to? Have you been up to anything interesting while we've been off?
Anything interesting? Podcast? No.
Perfect, me neither.
Yeah.
Sora gets a message from Merlin via Chip and Dale. We're jumping right into it with one of the dumbest things that I've ever heard in Kingdom Hearts.
This is such a strange contrivance.
That Merlin says, I want to talk about a book, which we're assuming is 100 Acre Wood. Yes, it is. And I will be waiting for you while having a cup of tea. And they're like, but he didn't say where he's going to have a cup of tea. Where would he ever go for a cup of tea? And then Goofy busts out the most genius insight you'll ever hear.
He's at the one cafe that we know about.
Maybe he's at the only restaurant. His argument is, if you were going to have a cup of tea, wouldn't you want to get it at the best restaurant that you can find?
That's right. Scrooge McDuck has the best tea.
I guess so. I mean, sure. Remy is little chef is brewing every single cup of tea.
Right. I mean, so like, if this was Kingdom Hearts 1, you would get the message and it'd be like, Merlin's getting tea. And then you would have to run around and figure out where that was.
Mm-hmm.
And so it's like they set this quest up as if it was one of those kinds of quests, but then they just told you where he was. So I'm like, why didn't we just start with telling me where he is?
It's a mystery for the characters for about 5 seconds.
Yeah. There's not really a joke or anything either, other than I guess like Merlin's a little scattered, but
you've seen Merlin movie, right?
Yeah, I've seen Merlin movie.
Is this like a thing about him that he's very forgetful?
Yeah, I mean, kinda. He's not great at communicating. You know, it does come from, I mentioned in the book that Merlin's going backwards in time.
Right.
And so the last time you meet Merlin is the first time he meets you, and the first time you meet him is the last time he meets you. So, I think he just has trouble, like communicating stuff, because that seems like it would entirely destroy your brain.
I mean, with all the time travel that we're getting into, maybe it's time for Merlin to finally weigh in.
I had that thought. I was like, Merlin, you could really help people out. But I guess maybe, that only does work, though, if you were paying attention on your way towards the past. And so if he just wasn't really paying attention, he wouldn't really have anything good to tell anybody.
Right. So if they talk to him about it and they're like, Merlin, we're having time travel problems, he's like, well, this is the first I'm hearing about it. You should have told me before. Now, any advice that I could give you, I would have already given it to you, but I didn't. So I got nothing for you. Sorry.
Yeah.
It seems like it would be hard to get along with him.
In the book, he is harder to get along with, I think.
Well, in this, he's just old.
Yeah.
He's at the bistro in Twilight Town drinking the world's best cup of tea.
Wish it was me.
And they show up and say, hey, Merlin. And he's like, oh, what are you doing here? And yeah, I mean, maybe it is a time thing. Maybe that is what they were getting at. But I think he's just old.
Disney never mentions this, so he's just old for Disney.
Oh, right. He pulls out the Winnie the Pooh book, and Sora is not on the cover anymore. No.
Oh, no. I've been canceled.
You're public domain, but I'm not. How can we be friends?
I guess they found out about all the murders.
Yeah, I was saying right before we started recording, I have upped Sora's kill count to 13. The most important number there is.
No.
Sora goes into the book. I mean, what do we even talk about here? There's really very little to talk about with 100 Acre Wood in this game.
Well, there's a Heffalump here now. There's that.
Yeah, Lumpy.
Lumpy?
Lumpy. Oh, I literally wrote Luffy in my notes. Lumpy the Heffalump.
Who's like
Monkey D. Lumpy.
Who's like a fake character in my opinion, because this is not in the like old Winnie the Pooh. I'm assuming this is like a New Adventures of Winnie the Pooh character or something.
I think what I read is that this character is from Pooh's Heffalump movie. Which is, it's like 20 years old at this point, but it is too old for me to have ever seen it.
And it's a fake movie.
Or too new for me to have ever seen it, rather. It's a fake movie. I do have a fun fact here, which is that the little girl who voices Lumpy is the younger sister of the little boy who voiced him in the movie. So that's fun.
That's weird.
It's nepotism.
I guess, yeah, in a very strange way.
It's heffatism.
Yeah. There's not a ton to say here. I mean, Rabbit wants everybody to work, basically.
Yeah, you do 3 harvesting mini games.
You do harvest some of the most effed up fruit I've ever seen, which I did talk about in the Discord. There's like blackberries that are the size of like watermelons, and they're all like super low res, and it's just in a giant pile. I have to assume these are like maybe the same sprites that are used for like the cooking mini game or something.
I think they are the sprites from the mini game in 100 Acre Wood.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're like rolling down a hill or something. There's a few of them, but they are tied together, the mini games, with Rabbit being like, "I called you here to help me harvest my vegetables," and then you do a mini game, and Sora's like, "Well, that was fun, bye," and then Rabbit's like, "Wait, what about the fruit? Oh, okay. Oh, there's all the fruit, bye. Hold on a moment, what about the flowers?" This is my Rabbit voice. He's Tom Kenny in this, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Tom Kenny, great voice actor. I don't like him as Rabbit.
No, it's not quite right.
It's not right.
I will say that, when I was a kid, I didn't like Rabbit because Rabbit was like bossy and kind of mean. But then there's the scene where like he's just trying to like get them to pay, like focus for like 1 second, and they can't do it. And I'm like, oh, maybe I'm on Rabbit's side as an adult.
Yeah, I mean, Rabbit is like, hey, can you please help me with the harvest? You said that you would, and they're like, no.
Yeah, and Pooh's like, can you please give me honey? Then I'll do it.
And then he does. Rabbit is so weak.
Yeah. It is cute because, Rabbit's always a little tsundere with Pooh. And they do realize, like, oh, Rabbit's planted all these flowers, and that ensures that Pooh's going to get honey. So that's cute. Mm-hmm. So that was nice.
Yeah, it is. I think that nice moment is a little bit undercut when after Rabbit gives Pooh the honey, Pooh turns to Sora and is like, "I should be thanking you for the honey." Fuck Rabbit.
That's a very Winnie the Pooh move.
If there is a plot to 100 Acre Wood in this game, which there's not really, it is that Pooh says that Sora doesn't feel as close to them anymore. And this is a very strange moment that a lot of people have takes on, because Sora is like, "Oh, Pooh, we're always together, no matter what." And then he thinks to himself, "But I can feel our connection is weaker than before." Mm-hmm. So he is just lying.
I think I don't think he realized he was lying when he said it, but...
Yeah, but it's a little weird because he's kind of like saying the nice thing that Pooh wants to hear while thinking to himself, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I feel like this is sort of, I mean, it's kind of doing double duty, I feel like. 'Cause I feel like it's sort of a story about how, like, you get older and you outgrow childish things, maybe. But then, but you can also reconnect with those things from your childhood, which is what he does here, I guess. But then I feel like it's also maybe about, like, I don't know, getting blasted by the darkness when he was in Dream Drop Distance.
That is the general consensus, is that the literal thing that has happened here is that Sora sank into the abyss of darkness for a little bit, and his connection with other hearts weakened in that time. But metaphorically, it's kind of a thing about growing up, but I think that is a little bit undercut when Sora is like, "I'll be in your heart from now on, Pooh. No going away ever again." Which, again, it just feels like he's kind of bullshitting Pooh.
Well, here's my new take. So
sorry, I said shitting Pooh.
Here's my new take. So, in some ways, I feel like getting blasted by darkness and Dream Drop Distance, it's like, it's like getting older and getting, like, maybe a little depressed. And so, like, your friendships and your things from your childhood, you don't have a connection with them anymore. But then Sora being like, "Pooh, you're right. I won't be depressed anymore, and I'll keep you in my heart forever," is Sora finally graduating into a Disney adult.
I thought you were going to say that he regressed emotionally, and then you did say that.
Yeah, I did say that. Yeah.
No offense to any Disney adults listening.
No, it's cool to like Disney. There's a certain level of it, you know.
Yeah, I watched Frozen this week and I liked it.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be I wouldn't be making this podcast if I didn't like Disney to some extent.
Anyway, that's 100 Acre Woods. That's the whole thing in this entire game. Sora pops back out into Twilight Town, and he's back on the cover. He's public domain now, and Goofy's like, oh, I wonder why it changed. Sora says, like, oh, I feel like I lost my connection with Pooh. I don't ever want that to happen with my friends again. And then Merlin says, anything that is lost can always be found again. And Sora says, great. And that's the whole 100 Acre Wood for the whole game.
I guess it's nice that it's shorter this time.
Yeah, it's weird, because I feel like it's the kind of thing where, like, if there wasn't 100 Acre Wood in this game, people would have been like, where is it? But if it was, like, really a sizable world like the rest, people would be like, I hate this.
Yeah, Kingdom Hearts does kind of have that feeling sometimes where it's just like, there is a lot of stuff they just feel like they have to do because, yeah, people will whine.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people are always saying that they think that there should not be Disney worlds. I think we've probably talked about that.
Yeah.
And they're wrong. But if they did get what they wanted, they would not be happy about it.
No. Also, the game would be like 20 minutes long or whatever.
Or it would be all in Kingdom Hearts bullshit worlds, and it would be 100 hours long, and it would be my best game ever.
Then it's just Final Fantasy VII Remake. I don't know.
Which is good.
I do actually think is good, but still.
I haven't played Rebirth yet. I've heard that it's big.
I have not played. Yeah, I don't know if I have the time. Anyway.
In theory, I'm still playing Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth.
Right. Yeah, in theory, I'm still playing like 6 games.
I mean, literally, I'm still playing Final Fantasy VII Remake. I haven't finished it.
Yeah, same, actually. I'm like most of the way through, and then I didn't finish it, which is kind of how I played most Final Fantasy.
Yeah. Like, I gotta do all the side quests. What if in Rebirth, someone comes up to me and says, thanks for doing that side quest in the previous game?
It's the Mass Effect thing, you know?
Exactly. We go next to Arendelle, which is the frozen world, an infamous world of Kingdom Hearts, but I don't think it's one of the worst.
I think, yeah, I was led to believe this would be more of me watching Frozen. And in some ways, I don't think I watched enough Frozen in this part.
I agree, because rewatching the movie for this, I was kind of shocked at how much stuff is not here.
Yeah.
It's a little bit weird. They arrive in a snowy forest. If you haven't seen Frozen, that's fine. Basically, the only thing that you need to know ahead of time is that Anna and Elsa are the princesses. Elsa has ice powers. Their parents die in a, I would say, comically throwaway fashion in the film. just smash cut to a boat sinking.
It's efficient, I'll give it that.
Elsa shuts Anna out because she can't control her powers and doesn't want to hurt anyone, and then when she comes of age and gets coronated, they get into a fight. She loses control of her powers and she freezes the world, but it's actually summer even though it's snowy. That's everything you need to know.
Yeah.
Also, there's an Olaf.
Yeah.
So this is a funny way to start this world, but it's also one of those things that I can't think about too much because Sora is like, Donald, can't you give me a coat? And Donald's like, that's not how my magic works.
Could you maybe explain how any of it works? No!
Right. A duck and a dog walking and talking in Twilight Town is completely nothing. Like, no one will think twice about it. But someone walking around in Island Boy clothes in the snow, very normal in Arendelle.
Right. I do like that Sora even complains, is like, I'm an islander.
I love when he brings up the fact that he's an island boy.
Yeah.
They notice the sea freezing over, spreading out from the nearby castle. I say nearby, but in reality, that castle is as distant as it could possibly be in this game. We will never go to that castle.
I was surprised by that.
Yeah, me too. This entire world is literally just a mountain. So, yeah, they see Elsa frozen running across the water, and they're like, oh, she has ice powers, and she looks sad, which is the plot of the movie.
I like thinking about how, in the world of Kingdom Hearts, she's just, like, really good at Blizzaga.
That's true. Sora sees her doing ice magic, and he's like, wow, she's like me. You know what? I think that is an actual missed opportunity, is that there's no conversation where he's like, so you got ice powers.
Yeah, Donald can do
We all got ice powers.
Donald can do a bunch of them. You can't. You can only do ice. Okay.
Deep freeze. Yeah, here's the thing about the Frozen world, and we'll get more into it once we start to see Frozen scenes playing out.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty safe to say that Disney put their foot down hard and said, "Don't fucking touch it."
Yeah. No, you're not allowed to do shit with this.
Which creates a lot of weird problems. For example, they catch up with Elsa, and they introduce themselves, and they learn that she is the queen, and they suck up because they're monarchists.
Yep.
They stand to attention for her,
Mm-hmm.
and she is like, "Oh, you need to go back. I don't want to hurt anyone." And then Sora is like, "Oh, it's gonna be okay." And then Elsa, literally the exact way that she does this in the movie, is like, "I said no," and like does like a spinning icicles attack by accident. And it really feels like this is Disney being like, if you absolutely have to put these stupid characters in our giant money machine movie, you are going to do as little original stuff as you possibly can.
Yeah, no, it definitely feels that way.
Anyway, they fight some Heartless, and she says thank you, and then ultimately she runs away and makes a big ice wall so they can't follow her.
The Heartless are mostly cute deer.
Yeah, there's reindeer. I think that there's like... we might have seen these in Tangled World, but there's like ladies out for a walk. Did you see any of them?
Yeah, I saw some of those, yeah.
Carrying like a big parasol.
Well, that was some lady out for a walk whose heart popped out.
She runs away and makes a big ice wall, and Sora is like, "Oh, we shouldn't let her be alone when she's sad like this." And then Larxene appears. "Hey, Larxene," and says, "It's none of your business." And Sora's like, "What the? A woman in the organization?"
Yeah, and he's like, "Are you one of the new ones? You an old one? What's the deal?"
Yeah, and she's like, "Oh, very offended that he forgot her," and says, "We'll take care of Elsa. You just stay here and behave yourselves." And then she does something strange.
Yeah, what was this?
I guess that lightning is also ice?
Well, she busts the ice and like moves it with her lightning and encloses them, and then they're in a labyrinth.
I like that she's like, first of all, yes, she is using lightning to control the ice, which, fine. She says, "Ice is so not my style," as she creates a gigantic snowflake labyrinth castle out of ice.
Yeah, which looks cool.
It's not my style, but damn if I'm not good at it.
Larxene's a lot more powerful than I thought she was, based on the last time we saw her.
I am so curious if this is gonna be something, or if it's just a complete contrivance that we're not supposed to think about. Like, are we gonna get back to Union Cross someday, and we're gonna learn that Elrena is like a genius prodigy of all things elements?
Maybe. We know very little about Larxene, I think.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we can skip to when they get out. Nothing in particular really happens in the labyrinth.
It looks neat.
So they literally walk outside and then just hard cut to the entirety of Let It Go.
What's funny, it was quiet when I was watching it on YouTube. That's funny.
Yeah, kind of dead silence in the cutscene compilation for some reason. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Do you like Let It Go?
Yeah, I think that I did. It's just like so impossible to judge at this point.
I like it. I never had to spend too much time around children during the peak Let It Go era, and by too much I mean any. So I was able to enjoy it once in the movie Frozen, and then I've mostly heard it in Kingdom Hearts, to be honest.
I mean, it's an extremely well performed song, and it's a good song. So yeah, I think I like it. I just lived with my wife's friend from college for a while, who, when we were like 24, would watch that movie on repeat.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So yeah,
it is a fine film.
Yeah, it's no, that's the thing, is like I remember really liking this movie when it came out, and then it was on forever, and I didn't feel as good about it.
So what happens during Let It Go? First of all, there's like, even less than like the Tangled stuff, there are maybe 2 shots of Sora reacting to this.
Mm-hmm.
Sora just going, wow, great song. Elsa has a character moment, and she's like, I'm not going to hold back my powers. She creates a big ice palace. She makes a funny snowman named Olaf, and then she also makes a big scary snowman. That doesn't happen here in the movie, but whatever.
I didn't think the big scary snowman was in the movie.
Yeah. Also, it feels like such a ludicrous amount of effort to recreate this entire musical number in Kingdom Hearts 3 for... I'm inclined to say literally no reason, but I have seen at least one Let's Player weep with actual joy at this scene, so it's not like it's for nobody, but it's not for me.
Yeah, no, I don't know, I'm sure you could sell a couple extra 1,000 units with people, more than that. It'd just be like Frozen's in here, and the song too. So, I don't know.
That's I know that there are people who play these games who are not, like, invested in what's actually going on, but the idea of being like, oh, there's like a video game that's got Frozen in it, I'll check this out.
I mean, when grandma's buying a video game from GameStop, in the before times, she sees that Frozen's on the box, she's going to buy that for her kid.
Uh-huh. Then the kid is like 20 hours in, and Aqua's fighting Ansem, Seeker of Darkness on the beach. They're like, this is fine, but I really want to get to Frozen.
Well, they skipped all those cutscenes anyway.
Yeah, unfortunately, Frozen skipped all the cutscenes from Frozen.
Yeah, it did. It did, for sure.
I do need to call out one thing. Are you aware? I only just learned about this yesterday, or I'd heard about it, but I only saw it yesterday. Are you aware of the hair glitch during Let It Go?
No.
There is a very brief moment in the movie where Elsa's ponytail clips through her shoulder.
Oh.
And they actually fixed it in Kingdom Hearts 3. So this is the definitive version of Let It Go.
Well, that's just another reason to buy Kingdom Hearts 3.
That's right. Don't walk, run. So yeah, the song ends. Sora and Donald and Goofy are all clapping. They say, wow, I would like to listen to that 100 times.
Yeah. No matter what your roommates think.
That's right. No matter what Riku thinks.
Yeah.
So they decide to go into the palace and talk to Elsa. I mean, when I edit this, I might as well just copy and paste. They decide to go into the palace and talk to Elsa about 50 times, because that's the main driving force of this world, is them just going, let's go talk to Elsa, and then not talking to Elsa.
It's so...
I mean, I'm thinking about it now. I don't think that they speak to Elsa after the first scene where they meet her.
No, I think they're like around when she does a few things.
Yeah. Mainly watching from a safe, marketable distance. So yeah, they're about to go into the ice palace, and then Larxene pops up and says that doesn't happen in the movie, so it can't happen here.
Right.
And she reveals that the organization are indeed monitoring Elsa to determine if she is one of the new 7 hearts, one of the new princesses of heart. But this is kind of interesting that she's like, what we don't know if her magic is light or dark, and what is going to determine that is how she herself sees what she's doing.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that is fascinating.
Because it's like, literally what she is doing is pushing away everyone who cares about her, while also magically harming the world.
Right.
But, on the other hand, she's liberating herself. She's embracing who she is. Letting it go, one might say.
Right.
Throwing gloves. Things of that nature. So we're gonna wait till the end of the movie to find out if Elsa is nice.
Right, yeah, who could know?
I like when Larxene is like, she's doing Larxene things. She's like, what will she choose? Light? Darkness? I can't wait to find out. So it's just like, well, good for you, but I'm not gonna let her fall into darkness.
Yeah, it's good.
And then Larxene creates, you know what lightning is?
Mm-hmm.
Is wind.
Yeah, it's everything.
She makes lightning wind, which, I mean, I guess one could say that that's what a storm is, but...
Sure.
She sends them flying off the mountain for the first of several times.
Yeah. Yep.
That's Arendelle in Kingdom Hearts 3. They have a sledding mini game in an avalanche. It's pretty fun.
There's a lot of stuff going on that looks like a good time in this game.
I actually think that this sledding mini game is legitimately fun until I had to do it like 50 times to grind for Orichalcum. And then it was the worst thing of my life.
Yeah, that sounds bad.
They end up falling more down the mountain again. We get our second in a row, like, they land in a funny way in the snow. And Olaf, the marketable snowman, is here.
Boy, is he marketable.
You know, I remembered when I saw this movie in the theater that I liked Olaf and I thought he was funny. And then I feel like over the years, I, like, soured on the idea of him. And then I would say he has a particularly agonizing contribution to this game that made me think that I didn't like Olaf. But you know what? I rewatched that movie. Olaf's a funny goddamn snowman.
Yeah, I think Olaf's good. I thought that the stuff he does in this game looked fun. Is it not fun?
The part where you have to build him?
Yeah.
We'll talk about that soon.
Okie dokie.
So... yeah, this is a very silly moment. I'm sure that this is a classic Reddit Kingdom Hearts cinema sins, but
Sure.
Olaf is like walking away and Sora's the only one who saw him, and he tells the others like, "Oh my god, a talking snowman." And Donald's like, "That's impossible." Donald has been a talking snowman.
He doesn't remember that.
He doesn't. I think that I think that's only in Final Mix
Oh, okay.
of Kingdom Hearts 2.
So a bunch of people never even knew that.
Yeah. They keep moving. They eventually run into Olaf along with Anna, and then there's a guy named Kristoff from the movie who is the love interest, and then a reindeer named Sven. They all introduce themselves, and they learn that Anna is Elsa's sister. They learn that it's not really winter, it's just her ice powers going nuts. Anna just, like, looks at Sora for 2 seconds and is like, "I trust you completely with everything."
Yeah, I mean, that's... Wouldn't you?
I guess I would. And I guess I do.
Yeah.
Kristoff walks off with Sven and Olaf so that Anna can tell them the plot of Frozen.
Right. This is when Anna has big theater kid energy and starts...
when she sings, "Do you want to build a snowman?" to them.
Yeah, I was thinking about it, like, do very many other worlds have scenes where people just sing at Sora or any of the other characters?
It's really just...
Little Mermaid?
Oh my god, what is it called? Atlantica.
Yeah,
in 2.
Yeah, it felt really bizarre and out of place, other than, like, they got to get the other big song in there.
Yeah, and at least in at least in Atlantica. Well, no, I was gonna say it is diegetic, but it's only sometimes diegetic, because then, like, Ursula is just singing while she's trying to kill them. That's just Ursula being Ursula, though.
Yeah, and you know what? I guess I wouldn't mind it if it was consistent, because, like, singing's a big part of Disney films, but it just stood out as a little weird in this one.
Yeah, I mean, we saw the spoken word interpretation of, what's it called, Out There from Hunchback, when Frollo is like,
right,
"You are deformed, and I am deformed, and you are ugly. I am ugly."
They didn't get the rights to sing it for some reason this time.
Yeah, I would not mind more music in Kingdom Hearts. I'm not against it at all. I mean, I've been saying for years that Kingdom Hearts 4 should have a High School Musical world in it.
Yeah, it's just that Sora should be singing along.
Yes. And he does in Kingdom Hearts 2, and everyone hates it, and they're wrong. But it is also bad.
It is bad. It seems terrible.
It's bad, but they're wrong to hate it.
Yeah.
They hate it for the wrong reason.
That's right.
Don't hate it because it's a musical. Hate it because it sucks.
Yeah, right. You know what's good is good things.
Yeah, but instead of a good thing, we get one of my least favorite things here, which is spoken dialogue played over singing.
Yeah, that was really bad.
It's so, we had it in Dream Drop Distance with Neku, like, talking over music from The World Ends With You. This is, like, full blast, "Do you want to build a snowman?" It's so hard to follow the dialogue here. It's also funny, getting to the things that they don't include in this world. I had forgotten that the, like, plot of "Do you want to build a snowman?" is so heavy in the movie.
Yeah, it's really sad.
Because Elsa accidentally shot Anna in the brain with an icicle. And the trolls, who do not feature in this at all, had to erase Anna's memories of Elsa's powers. And then Elsa, like, locks herself in her room and stops playing with Anna, who doesn't understand why, because they erased the memory. And then their parents fucking die.
And then they spend, like, 16 years not hanging out or something.
Yeah, and the song is Anna being like, hey, for the love of God, can we please reconnect? It's been so long and we're both so lonely. And you see, like, Elsa on the other side of the door, not responding, but clearly wishing she could. When you cut all of that and you just leave, like, the cute part with them as kids at the beginning, which is what we got here, it's a bit odd.
Yeah. They don't really show you a whole lot of Frozen here.
No. I have to imagine that it was a fight to even be allowed to do exposition over this song.
Yeah.
But yeah, she says we grew apart as kids, and then on the coronation at the party, we got into a fight. She lost control of her magic and ran away. That's the plot of her. Sora thinks about Riku, and thinks, one time Riku. I'll be honest, this analogy does not work.
He's just saying that Elsa's pretty Riku-coded. That's all.
She is, and I've always thought that even when I saw the movie in the theater. But I think that what's weird here is that they threw me off because they're showing footage of Kingdom Hearts 1 Riku while basically talking about Kingdom Hearts 2 Riku.
Yeah.
Which is, Riku embracing the darkness and refusing to let Sora see him because he didn't want to hurt him. And he didn't want Sora to, like, think less of him and all that. So yeah, Sora's like, Elsa is Riku, and Anna says yes.
It's like, yeah, I know Riku. He's my favorite character from Kingdom Hearts 2.
But not from Kingdom Hearts 1.
No, he stinks there.
Kristoff runs over and says that Olaf fell apart, and then I had to spend, I would say, maybe half an hour running in circles.
Looking for Olaf pieces?
Yeah, because what's happening is that it's... Kingdom Hearts 3, I don't know if you've noticed from the cutscenes we've seen, it has a little bit of an issue with too much NPC hinting.
Oh yeah, everyone's constantly yelling about stuff.
They're like, Donald will be like, we can't get up this wall, and then Goofy will be like, Sora can run up walls.
Yeah, I wrote that down. Yeah, I wrote that exact exchange down because it was so... It's that thing everyone complained about from Horizon Zero Dawn. Just that. Yeah,
meanwhile, the wall is literally glowing as if you were ever going to miss it.
Yeah. It's not great.
Yeah, so in this part, we get that in the form of Olaf being like, I can hear you, but I can't see you. And then you have to run in circles, and because it's a video game, there's not really any good way to, like, tell where the sound is coming from. Oh my god. I spent so long trying to put Olaf back together.
Yeah, I did like getting little goofy scenes of putting them together wrong.
That is the good thing here, is there's his head and his legs, but then his body, there's a few wrong pieces that you can pick for him, and you do get to see him get put back together in funny ways, which I do like.
Yeah, like...
I like when there's one where they use, like, a clump of dirt or something for his body, and he's like, oh, I finally got that tan I've been wanting.
Yeah, no, it's good. Because, I mean, the conceit of Olaf, which is a snowman that really wants to be around heat, is very funny. Mm-hmm. And so, like, yeah, I like leading into that and doing a little joke.
Yeah.
But because to me, honestly, in some ways, this is the best part of this world, because it's the part where you're not just doing Frozen and Sora's getting to, like, actually, like, create little memories with the characters that are here.
You know what? That is true. If I remove my own agony from it, I think this is the kind of thing that should be here.
Yeah, it reminded me a bit of, like, the stuff we saw of, like, Sora running around in Tangled World, like, I don't know, finding flowers and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. I think it would have worked better if we had more of it. And, like, this is kind of the end of Sora's time with the four of them.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, he does not spend a lot of time with them.
I think they might actually, they, like, talk to Kristoff very briefly later.
Right.
But I don't know if they talk to Anna or Olaf again. And Sven is a reindeer.
Yeah.
He can only talk with Kristoff doing that stupid bit that he does where he talks for Sven.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure kids think it's very funny.
So yeah, they put Olaf back together. They fight some Heartless and the others run away. That's another thing about this world. We do get a party member in this world, which is the big scary snowman called Marshmallow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little bit let down that they don't join the party.
Yeah. Yeah, I do like how they go to great lengths to never have Marshmallow show up in scenes he shouldn't.
Yeah, it feels like probably there was a conversation that was like, could, like, Elsa joining the party wouldn't really work because she needs to be alone for her story to happen. But, like, could Anna and Kristoff join? Like, how would they fight? And then a Disney representative was like, sorry, you're trying to, like, do character development and determine things about Anna and Kristoff? No.
Why couldn't we have the
No.
funny little trolls fight with you?
Yeah, the trolls could be here.
Yeah.
I think that the trolls weren't in the movie enough, so maybe they could be here instead. But they're not.
No.
I haven't seen Frozen 2. Maybe they're in that. I don't know. Anyway, something happens. Oh, yeah, this is good. I actually rewatched the movie after watching Kingdom Hearts for this week. I didn't realize what was going on here because the way that this plays out is so strange, is that we cut to Anna talking to Elsa in the Ice Palace. She's just there now.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, oh, you can unfreeze everything. And Elsa says, I don't know how. And then we cut to Sora outside, and Sven's reindeer tongue is stuck to the icy stairs, which happens in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
Kristoff is nowhere to be seen. Neither is Olaf. That is explained in the movie, but not here.
Mm-hmm.
Then we go back inside to the palace, and Elsa has suddenly, like, lost control of her powers and is exploding with ice and shoots an icicle into Anna's heart, which is very important to the movie.
Yeah, yep. It's going to lead us right to the climax, basically.
And then we just cut back outside to Sora, and it's like, wait, what happened there? And watching the movie, I found out why this is what it is, which is so funny, is those two scenes with Anna and Elsa are literally the two bits of non-sung parts of a reprise of a song from earlier. So they literally just trimmed out everything that's not singing and showed it to us.
Got it.
So literally Elsa's like, I don't know how to unfreeze everything. And then they start singing. And then the singing ends when she shoots the icicle. So we don't get any of that.
What we do get, though, is something strange that happens, which is Sora feels Anna's heart get blasted.
He senses a disturbance in the Force.
He's never done this before, to my knowledge.
No, he just kind of goes like, ugh, and like grabs his chest and says something terrible just happened.
Yeah.
Something terrible just happened. They cut an important scene from Frozen.
Something terrible just happened. Am I, Sora, going to end up doing anything about that thing?
Nope.
Probably not.
I mean, he can't, because that would, like, ruin the climax of the movie. Yeah. And again, there is nothing more forbidden in this world than them doing anything differently than what happens in the movie.
That's right.
If Tangled is Sora and friends watching Tangled, Arendelle is Sora and friends watching Frozen from a very safe distance.
Yeah. Watching Frozen while a lawyer watches them like a hawk to make sure they don't do anything wrong.
They are watching Frozen like through someone else's window on their TV.
That's right. Yeah.
While a lawyer watches them.
Yeah.
So yeah, he's like, ouch, my chest, I think Anna is in trouble or something. I mean, he doesn't even say that. He's just like, oh, something bad happened. I don't know. Marshmallow, who is, again, the big scary snowman, who does not get named in this. I think that Olaf in the movie is like, Marshmallow. But in this, he's just inexplicably called Marshmallow out of nowhere, which is whatever. He throws Anna, Kristoff, and Olaf out of the Ice Palace. Again, this is confusing if you don't know what happens in the movie, because Anna, who just got shot in the heart, is literally completely fine.
Right, yeah.
Which, yeah, again, like, they just... Literally all they needed is for a moment that isn't in the movie, which is Anna saying to Sora, Donald, and Goofy, I'm okay. But no, she can't say I'm okay because they didn't see her get shot in the heart. No, here's the fix. Sora says, Anna, are you okay? it felt like I have a feeling that something bad happened, and then she says, "I'm fine."
Yeah.
That's all this needed.
Yeah. Anyway, they get scared by the golem, which is weird to me by Marshmallow, because he isn't even like the fourth scariest thing they fought in this world, I think, you know?
I mean, he is the second scariest ice titan they've fought in this game.
Yeah. And they didn't run away from that guy, but they do run away from this guy.
Yeah. Goofy has an idea. This is from the movie, is that they bend over like a big tree that's covered in snow, and then they thwap him in the face with it. Then they have a boss fight with Marshmallow.
It looks alright.
Also, when Anna, Kristoff, and Olaf are running away, I don't think they even acknowledge that Sora is there.
Well, they don't in the movies. They can't hear.
It's so weird. And yeah, the way that it plays out here is literally directly from the movie, with like Olaf's head gets hit against the rock and his body runs away, and she like throws a snowball. It's exactly the same. Therefore, Sora and friends have to be off screen while it happens. Literally, while I was watching Frozen with Lauren. Basically, any scene that happened in Kingdom Hearts, I was like, oh, Sora would be here, like gesturing to away from the screen. Sora's standing right there watching and smiling. Anyway, they fight Marshmallow, then they fall off the mountain again. We get the iconic Goofy Wahahoy. I think we get it twice in this world, actually.
That's a bonus, at least.
Yeah, I mean, there's ample opportunity for the Goofy falling noise. Oh, we then get a thing that I really don't appreciate, which is that they wrote something incredibly repetitive and then made a joke about how repetitive it is.
Yeah, they lampshaded it. Yeah, it's always it's like, we know we've done something wrong, but aren't I a stinker?
Yeah, Sora hits the snow and is like, well, the snow's soft at least, so we could really do this 100 times. It's like, please don't do it any more times.
We're very sorry. This isn't what we wanted to do.
Yeah, and then they're like, well, we should go talk to Elsa in the Ice Palace. Back up the mountain we go.
God.
For anyone who hasn't seen the movie, this is a very weird moment as they catch a glimpse of some guy.
Does he get named at all here?
They do not say his name in this.
Cool.
This is Hans, quite contentious character from the movie, as he's Anna's original love interest, the handsome prince, who then out of nowhere turns out to be the villain of the movie.
Yeah. What's contentious about it?
It's contentious because it's like a twist, but there's no setup or foreshadowing at all for the whole thing.
I don't ever really felt that way.
Oh, really? I felt it when I saw it in the theater originally, and I was watching Hans like a hawk this time around to see if there was any hint that he would turn out to be, because it's not just that he turns out to be the villain, it's that they, in order to make it more surprising, they like really, really, really go over the top, showing just how earnestly nice he is.
Yeah, I guess I just thought that was like, I don't know, showed how good he was at it. It didn't bother me because I was like, well, because I think if his motivation didn't end up making sense, it would bother me. But it's like, oh yeah, like he's a royal guy. He's like the fifth son or whatever. Like this is
he's like the 13th son. That's the. If there's any foreshadowing, I think it's just that he says that he has like 12 older brothers. And there's like one moment when he's flirting with Anna where he like gestures to the town around them and is like, I finally found my home or something like that.
Yeah, I just thought, I think it's pretty effective, but I don't know, like not every villain needs to like have his mustache curl up while he like dents his fingers to let you know that he's evil. You know?
No, I don't think it's quite that. I feel like it just needed like a little bit more setup of like, you know, we catch the end of a conversation with him that we don't know what he's talking about and we think nothing of it, but when you know that he's evil, it's like, oh, he was talking about it there.
Yeah.
It just needed a little bit more.
He should be in the movie more. I agree with that.
He should be in the movie more, but
or in this game,
Kingdom Hearts
or
is
in this
doing
game
a
at
little bit
all.
of work.
Yeah.
Kingdom Hearts is doing a little bit of work because they actually foreshadow him being the villain here.
Right, because he's walking evilly.
He's carrying Elsa unconscious back to Arendelle.
Yeah.
Which, again, we have no context for this at all. I mean, this scene's not in the movie.
No.
There's a part where the the like angry nobility or whatever, they like come to, I think they go to kill Elsa. He like saves her life, but she gets knocked out. And then she wakes up like in the dungeon or whatever. So this is suggesting that when he brought her back to town down the mountain, he literally just carried her over his shoulder.
How else would you do
snow.
it?
I don't know. Put her on a sled, a toboggan, just push her down, something like that. I don't know. But they notice that he's surrounded by darkness, and they go, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's too bad the other people can't see that, I guess.
Yeah. Well, they can't because they're not here. They're somewhere else doing something from the movie, I guess.
I think they're probably with the trolls right now.
Yeah, they're singing He's a Fixer-Upper or whatever it's called.
Right.
So they go to chase after Hans, but then they cross paths with Marshmallow. Marshmallow is basically the only character in this that gets to have original scenes, and because he's a big snowman that doesn't really talk, there's not really much to enjoy about it.
Right, yeah, you're supposed to like love your new friend Marshmallow, but
yeah, I mean, it's kind of fun. Like, it's unexpected that the big snow monster ends up being a party member. You get some like, oh no, he's scary and evil, but it turns out that he wants to save Elsa, and they're like, oh, we're all on the same side, let's team up. That's something.
it is something.
It is something. They overhear Kristoff, and Sora tells Marshmallow to hang back because he's a big scary monster, and he doesn't appear again in the movie until the post-credits scene, so he can't be here. I think in the movie he had fallen off of a cliff.
Yeah, I think that's right.
I mean, I guess he did, or he wouldn't be down here because we're only here because we also fell off a cliff.
It's the number one activity in Arendelle.
Yeah, once after the end of the movie, when all the snow is thawed and Elsa is like making snow for the kids to have snowball fights and stuff, now that they've accepted her and her ice powers, they also have a tradition where they're like, can you freeze the mountain so we can jump off it? Whee! I'm gonna go again 100 times. Sledding minigame. Anyway, they catch Kristoff getting pushed around by Sven, and he says, it's fine, she's with her true love now. This is so out of context. Even for this world, this is maybe the most out of context thing.
Yeah, right, because we don't find out that true love can mend a frozen heart right until it's about to do that.
He does some very, very, very aggressive exposition here, where Sora is like, what's going on, Kristoff? And he's like, well, Elsa shot Anna in the heart with an icicle, and the icicle in her heart can only be thawed by an act of true love. So, we took her to Arendelle to reunite her with her true love, Hans, who you saw earlier, and I think that he's nice. So that way she won't freeze to ice forever. Sora's like, oh, okay.
Good. Well, I guess I can leave.
They do some stuff here where they're like, I thought you were her true love, which I would say really doesn't work at all because they're not in this.
Yeah, they didn't see any of the character development.
Right, especially since, and I noticed this when I was watching the movie last night, is all of the romantic chemistry between the two of them only happens after the trolls, like, try to push them together, which happened between them leaving the palace and now. Yeah. So any romantic chemistry that they had, Sora was literally not there for it.
Sora just gets hearts, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. I could tell that you are in love and wanted to get Christian married. And Donald is like, you would be perfect together, like me and Daisy.
Yeah, she'll hit you with a big old rolling pin.
Relationship goals. We would all be lucky.
I made that note too. I said Donald and Daisy are goals.
Hey, he dedicates all of his Colosseum wins to her in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, that's sweet.
Anyway, this is a confusing moment that I think didn't really make sense to me until I saw the movie. Is there's just like a little gust of wind, and they're like, "Oh no, Anna!"
Yeah. Oh no, the movie.
In the movie, it's a little bit more visually clear that they are looking at like a swirling blizzard around Arendelle.
Right.
I guess it makes sense in terms of all of this winter weather is coming from Elsa. So if there's a blizzard happening, it's Elsa problems. Fair enough.
Yeah. Yeah.
We then cut directly to basically the end of the movie. Anna is like on the frozen water. Her hair is starting to turn white, which is another thing that they didn't explain, but whatever. Her fingertips are turning blue, which is pretty intense.
Yeah.
She's fucked. And then she sees Hans about to kill Elsa with a sword.
Yeah. And, like, we don't really know that she has any context for what's happening.
Right. Which, this is what happens in the movie. But it's so weird to just see just that guy. I mean, the last time we saw, he was, like, carrying her back to town. Now he's just trying to kill her. Like, why didn't he kill her before? There's reasons, but we're not concerned with them. Anyway, this is the moment of true love. It is a moment of sisterly love as Anna jumps in between them and freezes solid, shattering Hans's sword to save Elsa. Hans goes flying backwards, and he becomes, I would say, an exceptionally grandiose, heartless boss fight for what a nothing character he is.
Yeah. Yes. He becomes a big, cool wolf, and this boss fight looks sick.
It is a cool boss fight. Hans is not... I mean, he's basically not in this game, but yes, he becomes first of all, he drags them into Ice Hell.
Yeah.
He becomes a gigantic wolf heartless called Skull, and Skull is, from Norse mythology, one of the wolf sons of the wolf Fenrir, who is eternally chasing the, I believe, goddess that represents the sun, who I think is called Sol. And the concept of Skull is that one day he will finally catch and eat the sun, and that's Ragnarok.
Oh, okay. Neat.
I think that this is a little bit heavy for Hans.
Yeah, who in this game, I'm not even sure they've said his name out loud.
He does not speak, they do not say his name, but he does get to be the wolf that ends the world. I mean, they even do like a cool, heartless, I don't think we got to see it in the video that we watched, but there's like a cool move that he does called, I think, like Black Sun, where this huge like ball of darkness falls from the sky and like blocks out the sun.
Neat.
It's pretty cool. Marshmallow is also here and like holds it up to protect the world or whatever.
Oh, good job, Marshmallow.
Yeah, it's very intense for Hans. And then we return and Marshmallow is gone and does not appear again, and also Hans is gone and does not appear again. Oh well, they died.
I think in the movie he goes to jail, but here I think he just dies.
I might be mixing some stuff up. I watched it last night, but I somehow don't remember exactly what happens to him. They put him on a boat at the end, and I think Anna punches him in the face. What I don't remember is, does he go flying overboard, and that's the last we see of him?
Oh, maybe. Yeah.
I think she might punch him off the boat, and then he presumably drowns because he's, like, handcuffed.
Yeah, well, serves him right, I guess.
Yeah. It's okay. He died here, too, so, that didn't matter. You'll notice that Disney was not at all protective about Hans. You can do whatever you want with him. I don't care.
Yeah, whatever.
Anyway, they all realize as Anna starts to unfreeze, they go, "Oh my god, that was an act of true love. She saved her sister because she loves her." And then Sora and friends start to run over to them, but then Larxene appears and makes a force field around them and says, "Don't interrupt the movie."
Does Larxene have time powers, by the way? Because
I mean, she's got all the magic, I guess.
Yeah,
that's right. She did stop time briefly.
Yeah,
which, I mean, Sora can also do that, but
yeah, and it's like it looks like she sort of froze them in ice. So, but it's like that doesn't stop time. I don't know. Anyway, she's got a lot of powers.
Yeah, and she says, "Oh, that's interesting. I didn't expect 2 hearts of pure light in one world." Now, I think that is kind of funny and interesting, and it's like, if Anna or Elsa is going to be a Princess of Heart, I think that it makes sense that they both are, but that does also, like, save them the trouble of one more movie.
Yeah.
They're like, "Ooh, should we put Princess and the Frog in? We already got Anna and Elsa."
Yeah, they're like, we don't know how we'll do that one, so nah.
I really like this exchange where Sora's like, "First Marluxia, now you? What is this all about?" And Larxene goes, "You bumped into Marluxia? Then why do you want me to explain it again?"
Yeah, that's funny. Fair
enough. Don't bother. But then she does anyway, just in case the player is forgetting. maybe they took a month or so off because there was some repairs going on in their house or something.
Something like that. We learned something big, though, which is that while Sora and team don't necessarily have their 7 people, they have their 13.
Yes, which last we heard they were short 1.
Right.
So something has changed, and Larxene is pretty smug about it.
And I have a guess because we did see Aqua get, pushed into darkness, so that would make sense.
Norded, as one might say.
Maybe.
Sora then becomes pre-rendered for the end of Frozen.
Yeah, what was up with that?
There's quite a lot of pre-rendered cutscenes in the Frozen world, which I guess makes sense with the musical numbers, but
right.
It is funny when we see Sora's face, because pre-rendered Sora looks completely different, which, that has always been true.
Yeah, definitely.
He looks like pre-rendered Sora looks like a sweet little boy.
Yeah, it's his true self.
Anyway, he basically is like, what's gonna happen if we don't do what Xehanort wants and fight the Seekers of Darkness? Which, we know what'll happen. The organization are gonna come here and just start beating up the princesses.
Yeah, or turning them into a key or something.
But Sora says that the 2 of them will be okay as long as they have each other, and Kristoff is also here. Elsa realizes that the power of love can thaw the ice, which is what happens in the movie. She thaws the ice. It looks like they're about to fall into the water, but they're actually standing on top of a boat, which is helpful. And then everyone claps and cheers for Frozen.
I think Donald Duck should have got dunked. Donald Duck should have got dunked when this happened.
You know what? That would have been the exact perfect way to end this world, is that the ice is thawing, they're all standing on the boat, and they see the boat rising up under them, and they're like, ah. And then it keeps rising, and Donald is not rising with it, and he's like, what? And then he falls into the water.
Yeah, like he does and
then he would go...
He does the thing where he's like standing on the air until he notices that there's a gap under him and he's in the water.
Yeah, I mean, Arendelle is, if nothing else, a world of missed opportunities in this game.
Yeah, but that's Arendelle.
Yeah, I mean, even like Corona ended with, once all the dust settles, and by dust I of course mean the dust that Mother Gothel turned into when she hit the ground. They like have a little moment with Rapunzel and Flynn where they're like, oh, are you guys gonna be all right without us? All right, we got to go on our adventure. And they're like, oh, do you got to go? Okay, well, but I mean, they don't know the characters in this world, so I guess there would be nothing for them to talk about.
Yeah, and they're not allowed to have more than like 5 conversations that weren't already in the movie Frozen.
Right. The ice thaws, they're all standing on the boat, and then Anna like looks over and it's like, oh, Sarah, was it? And they're like, don't worry about it. Bye.
Bye. We killed a wolf.
Just like trying to make awkward small talk with these people that they met one time.
Yeah.
Well, that's Arendelle. Oh, well.
Yeah, I mean, again, I think I was led to think that it was Pirates of the Caribbean, and instead it was just like, just disjointed and weird.
Yeah, speaking of pirates, should we just take another week off? Not even bother talking about Port Royal?
Oh, no.
I don't remember if I said this before. There is a part in Port Royal where I think it is a literally like 10-minute pre-rendered cutscene that is just playing out a scene from the movie.
Well, that's going to be fun.
Yeah. Are you going to watch At World's End for this?
Probably not, but
okay.
Maybe.
I said that I was not going to, and you said that you might.
Yeah. If I end up with some time, I have a really busy next week, so we'll see.
Okay. Nothing could be a worse use of your time.
It's true, but maybe. We'll see.
I'll look up the plot on Wikipedia. Yeah, it's not the worst Kingdom Hearts world, but it's, I would say, lower tier.
Yes, I agree.
Shall we dive to the wiki?
Please.
Last time, I don't remember if this was something we found on the podcast or after we stopped recording, but I did save a link to Vector Gray.
I think we talked about Vector for a minute, but yes, this is a good one.
Would you describe Vector Gray? Actually,
no, yeah. Let me read his appearance first, and then
there's the appearance, and then there's what I'm looking at.
Yeah. So Vector Gray has unkempt black hair, dark green eyes, and very pale complexion. He stands at roughly 6 feet and 7 inches tall, and often wears black or red clothes, sometimes giving him the appearance of a vampire.
I did not realize he was supposed to be 6'7". Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what are we looking at here?
We're looking at the Wii Fit trainer cosplaying as Cloud Strife.
Oh my god, it does look like Wii Fit Trainer. What it literally is Cloud Strife recolored to have black hair, gray skin, and green eyes.
Yeah.
What it is Wii Fit Trainer.
Wii Fit trainer on Halloween.
Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That should be a skin in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate.
Yeah.
Vector Gray, type human, role mercenary semi-antagonist in KHL, which I don't remember what it stands for. Guard, vigilante, and protagonistic ally in KHL2. He's from Hollow Bastion. His attribute, fire and reflect. He gets 2 attributes.
Wow. And his weapon is a Zweihander.
Can dual wield while in a form. That's right, I skipped that one because I don't know how to say it.
You know, you shouldn't be able to dual wield something that literally I think means two-hander. That's
true. But I think you can in Dark Souls.
You can in Dark Souls, which is probably where this person learned about the Zweihander.
Vector Gray was born on July 23rd in Hollow Bastion, roughly 16 years before Maleficent took over the castle there. From a young age, it was clear that Vector had talent in various mental exercises. He was really good at getting the rings from one stick to the other, from widest to narrowest.
He had the highest score on Brain Age.
The lowest score.
I've never done Brain Age.
He has the brain age of a newborn baby. And was also skilled at swordplay. He seemed, in many ways, to be a sort of prodigal child, which is not what that means.
No.
A year after he was born, his parents gave birth to a girl whom they named Freya Gray. Ooh, let me see who Freya is. Is it going to be Freya from Final Fantasy IX? Probably not.
No photo.
Boo. Oh, it's Rakesfa. Oh no, that's so sad.
Oh, poor Vector.
Anyway, he becomes a swordsman of light. He becomes one of King Mickey's elite guards, second only to the guard commander Goofy. Oh no, sorry, that's Freya. Why are you giving me Freya's bio? I don't give a shit about Freya.
Yep. Well, it's because it's one of the numerous events that signals Vector's coming spiral into darkness.
Oh, I feel like we read that last time.
Yeah.
That his sister becoming second to Commander Goofy was why Vector started to become evil. Do you want to read Trouble with the King?
I will. There's the most important thing for us to read, though, just so we don't miss it, is definitely the themes, by the way. Just don't want to lose track of that.
Themes. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Trouble with the King, though. A number of times, Freya invited Vector to visit and help her train the troops there. However, he argued with Goofy, and eventually the King himself, about the validity of lethal force. I think, did we not read this? I think maybe we read it.
I don't remember.
Maybe we read it twice. Well, it's still funny. He was welcome to teach them how to fight, but not how to kill. Lame. Before turning his back on the castle, he asked, "If you had to lose your life or your heart, which would it be?" Mickey thought that he had...
Oh gosh, well, let me think about it.
Mickey thought he had begun to understand Vector's point of view when he answered he'd rather lose his life, meaning that he'd rather die than become a Heartless. However, Vector shocked Mickey to the core as he turned and said, "That makes one of us." And...
Wow, I didn't think that he would say that.
"I'm glad it's your sister who's the second in command, not you." And then Vector goes, "Men's rights."
How do I know you anyway?
Vector then went on to explain that he believed he was strong enough to maintain control, even after he became a Heartless. Then he would still be able to combat darkness using its own power. That was the second event that marked Vector's coming grief. However, The ultimate turning point would not come around until a few more years had passed.
Yeah, then there's a big story about the Battle of Hollow Bastion. I assume, this is when Maleficent shows up. Freya becomes Rakesfa, blah, blah, blah. Then there's the Chronal Warp. We all know about that. I do want to read one thing from Chronal Warp.
Sure.
A few years before Sora was chosen by the Keyblade, Rakesfa was found by Organization 13, and because of her somebody's strong heart, not just anyone can turn into a behemoth, you know? They sought to recruit, read, kidnap, and brainwash her. I like that the tone of the narration completely shifted there.
I like that too.
Anyway, Rakesfa is brutally murdered by Zalus.
Wow.
Vector fights Troisnix Etienne.
I saw that.
Favorite.
Always good to see that.
He attempted to start a civil war in Remnant Citadel to draw the king out of hiding, but he didn't know that Mickey had been turned to stone.
Whoa. He was, when adrift in the realm of darkness, he's confronted with his sins and must defeat the physical manifestations of them if he has any hope of returning home.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
I hope he figured it out.
You want to read some quotes from him?
You've just been wasting my time, worm.
How does it feel, vermin?
Damn you. Can you read the second from the last defeat quote?
Yeah. Finish me, you bastard. If and when defeated by Mickey.
Oh, we got some out of battle quotes. Let's roll. That's a short one. But there's some fucking paragraphs here.
I think
mutters.
Yeah.
That damnable mouse. That damnable mouse was here. I know it. Shoves a person against the wall. Where is he?
Man.
Your troubles don't concern me. What do I care about the fate of Agrabah?
I have now but one reason for living, and if you hurt so much as a hair on her head, then all the fires of hell shall be but a dying ember to the wrath I rain upon you.
My God.
He's so cool.
Yeah, then there's some chats with Sora and Rakesva, I think, but I mean, we need to talk about the themes.
We need to talk about the themes.
Yeah, family, betrayal,
Green Day.
Vector's theme music is the song Boulevard of Broken Dreams by Green Day. He chose this song because it resonates with him speaking of broken dreams as all of his are. It is also about loneliness, something he understands all too well.
Yeah, Sora chose
his battle theme.
Sora chose his theme, too.
Sora chose...
Yeah, like the Kingdom Hearts theme, that's something Sora chose because he likes the song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What a good fun fact.
Yep.
His battle theme used in regular fights, Some Heads Are Gonna Roll by Judas Priest. Again, chosen for its fast and relentless pace. Something also seen in his fighting style, and also because the lyrics help him to focus and control his anger. So he's hearing it.
Yeah, he's Jack in Stranger of Paradise. He's putting the earbuds in and he's rocking out to some Judas Priest.
I haven't played that. I want to. It sounds ridiculous.
I've just seen cutscenes where he does that.
His boss theme used at the Colosseum or when fighting powerful opponents, is Seek and Destroy by Metallica. It's chosen because it allows him in part to remember his reason for fighting, and indeed for living, constantly while in battle, and makes him all the more dangerous as it also feeds his rage. Our brains are on fire with the feeling to kill, and it won't go away until our dreams are fulfilled.
I'll tell you about his theme in the second game. In Kingdom Hearts L2, his new theme song is And Justice for All by Metallica. It shows a significant change from his previous self and that now he understands what it's like to live a life without justice or a life of corrupt justice. Seeking no truth, winning is all, find it so grim, so true, so real. And then his new boss theme is Metallica's Disposable Heroes, signaling his lack of tolerance to those who think they stand a chance when they don't. It also revives some of his dormant rage.
Dormant, you say?
Yeah, he went to therapy between games. Bodies fill the fields I see. The slaughter never ends. His standard battle theme, however, remains Some Heads Are Gonna Roll.
Well, yeah, I mean, when you license Judas Priest, you might as well get the most out of
That's
it.
right.
For complete lyrics to the Metallica songs, see this site.
Oh, thanks. What's this site?
Is this...
It's it's
I don't even know how to read this.
Encimate.
Smith? What the hell is this name?
Appears to be just like a metal website dedicated to...
It's just a website about Metallica.
2024 copyrights, it says at the bottom.
All right. Great. Well, glad I looked at that. Vector will, italicized, appear in the final Remnant story as Vector Zero.
Ooh.
No picture. Boo. Well, that was good.
That was great.
That was great. I'll save Vector Zero for next time. I doubt it won't be funny.
Oh, there's no way it's not. I'm looking at another character named Zashoud, too.
I'm sure we've talked about Zashoud.
Okay, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe not. I don't know. I've definitely read his name.
Oh.
He's one of maybe.
Yeah, maybe. I'll put it in here just in case.
Maybe. Who's to say?
Who's to say?
Anything else?
Nah. Time to for Wish Us Duck.
This is Wish Us Duck.
This is Wish Us Duck.
This is the segment where we do sound like Donald Duck.
Yeah, we could say there's no bouncing in farm work, something Rabbit says.
We We could say something that Vector says.
We could say something Vector says. Oh, okay, hold on.
Like, how does it feel, vermin?
Yeah, that's good.
I don't know how Donald friendly those words are, but I'll give it a go.
Yeah, we'll see. It's been a month since I've done this.
Yeah, that means it'll be good. That's how it works.
How do you feel, vermin? Yeah, you did it.
That was, of course, finish me, you bastard.
I tried to say the damnable mouse, but...
I could tell. I can always recognize that damnable mouse.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
We don't have any questions this week. We didn't ask for any.
Nah.
Whoops.
That's okay. We'll answer them.
I actually forgot we were recording today until you were like, hey, you didn't say what we're watching this week. And I was like, oh, shit. Whoops.
It's all good.
Well, next time we're going to be going to the Mysterious Tower. I wrote out these locations months ago at this point, so for all I know, we have about 5 seconds of Mysterious Tower. But we will see the Mysterious Tower. We'll see the Keyblade Graveyard, apparently.
Ooh.
Don't remember why. But we'll be seeing a lot of Port Royal.
Yo-ho, yo-ho.
Yo-ho. And a bucket of crabs.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing from the movie? Don't know. Haven't seen it.
Oh, you've never even seen it?
No, I saw the second one. Dead Man's Chest, I think, was the second.
Maybe. Could be.
I saw that one in the theater, and I was like, oh, all right. And then I never saw any of them again.
I think I've seen 4 of them. Are there 5 or 6?
I think there's 5.
Yeah, I haven't seen the 5th one, then, but...
Black Pearl, Dead Man's Chest, At World's End, I don't know. Oh, Dead Men Tell No Tales?
Mm-hmm.
And On Stranger Tides. Thank you.
Yeah, so I've not seen Dead Men Tell No Tales. Okay.
Well, you're going to watch all 5 of them in preparation.
Right, yeah.
You said you've got plenty of time.
Yep, that's...
Oh, it looks like we are... This is the halfway point of Kingdom Hearts 3. Hooray!
Oh, wow.
Unless we end up cutting one of the later ones in half like we had to with Kingdom Hearts 2 when we realized we were going to run like 3 hours.
Could happen, yeah.
The ending of those games get quite dense. We're on co-host at Sounds by Light. I'm on co-host at Positive Stress. You can listen to my other podcast, Doctor Huh? Where we're watching Doctor Who in a random order. We just did, can I remember, No, that was... Oh, God. What did I just watch? The Magician's Apprentice. That's it. That'll be up by the time you hear this. The Magician's Apprentice. It's a Peter Capaldi episode. It's a weird one.
It's a world in Dream Drop Distance.
Is it? What?
Yeah, we saw the Sorcerer's Apprentice.
Sorcerer. Yep, got it.
Yep.
I'm smart.
That's fine. Well, I'm on co-hosted Achilles Heelys, although I don't think I've posted on co-host in like a month, but you know.
It's because you haven't been inspired by Kingdom Hearts in that time.
Kinda, yeah, I guess. And you know, I'm on the F+. I think I might have had it. I don't know. I've recorded since last time. I don't know if any of my new episodes have come out, but you know, keep an eye on it. I'm sure an episode with me will come out.
Yeah, I think last time I had already shouted out the Raw Meat episode, but do listen to the Raw Meat episode if you have the stomach for it.
Yeah. There's a good mouse pad on the F+ website that says "I love content" on it. If that sounds good to you,
get your IRL content at thefpl.us.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it. And like we say at the end of every episode, twice. Huh? Oh yeah. God, I'm so rusty. We're on Noisepace.xyz, the home of podcasts like 0 to 0.
0 to 0, like Diet Coke and Lilith's House of Snacks,
and like others as well.
Mm-hmm.
And like we say at the end of every episode twice, first Keyblade.
Keyblade.
And then Nice.
Yeah.
Bye.
Damnable mouse.
That damnable mouse.
Hello? Is anybody there?
Where did he go?
I can hear you. You're getting closer.
It is kind of hard to spot him in all this snow.
Here! I'm over here!
His voice is getting louder.
Wow, the inside of snow looks so much like the outside.
Everything looks like Olaf.
Oh. Hi, Sora.
Hey, Olaf, there you are.
I was starting to think nobody'd ever come along and find me.
Well, I'm glad we did.